There are too many chefs inside that shop, which is not required. So yeah.
So what kind of a game is it?
Cross and nuts. So now these will become, these are individual crosses or the round thing, and there will be this cross and a round circle over here. I was just fascinated by the project. And it was a completely different image in my head, and I didn't know, I had absolutely no idea as to what I will do. But I just knew that because it's Himachal and there's tea happening over here and everything, probably a small chai shop and people can use it. The basic idea was, okay, whatever I make, the villagers get to use it if they want. That's what I said. I just want to improvise it a little bit by making it more personal. You know, make things a bit funnier and playful. See, I was always into art and I always enjoyed like keeping my hands dirty, putting something. And childhood was in Assam partially. So it's big open area, you can do whatever. Being a tomboy, I was just like everywhere doing all kinds of stuff. So I think that way I never got structured, okay, this is how you should do and this is how you should be. When I'm working with a particular material, it has to be 100%. Just to work with one material and to produce something which is durable, it's very, very challenging. Why furniture? Because we always see paper mache, little knickknacks here and there. So furniture, because I have a point to prove that you can use this and it is as equivalent as a wood piece or a plastic chair. So I think there are two forms. I like to. There's a form of sculpture in it. There are usable objects, but they are in form of sculpture and brings out some form in it.
So the usability is basically to prove a point that this is not a waste material.
Can we sit on these? They're strong enough?
Yes, you can sit on this. These are still drying, so I'm not.
Okay, I'm not gonna take a chance.
No, you can sit on this. This is absolutely perfect. Oh, yeah, sorry.
Just the shy one behind you.
I was in Assam, but now
No ice cream. No ice cream.
in a city, you can go. You know that these are designated areas where you can see exhibitions and everything. And I think that was on a whole, that was the idea of shop art, to bring in people to see that okay, there things can happen in village also. I like the fact that people over here are very relaxed and they bother you to an extent because obviously I walked in as no one over here and suddenly I started doing things around and people were amused as what am I going to do, and they were inquisitive about it. We as artists and as exhibitionists, you make your stuff, put it and then interact. But here it was throughout the process you interact. And I think in the end, now we don't interact much with the villagers because they've seen the work, how it is done, so they understand it. And it's nice to see how, if I'm not there in my shop, I've seen how Neelu is, explaining them.